You guys are in the personal car of Ezekiel, having just come out of, for lack of a better phrase, you had just come back from the past. You now stand in relatively humble looking train car with personal effects. Specifically, most noteworthy right now is the journal that was burned in the past still sits up on the top of a stack of books.
I'm gonna walk back towards the back of the car
But,
where we had to jump across.
all right.
Look out. And we were told that it was all basically manufactured in one place except the engine, and they were kind of brought together. So I want to look in the. We kind of went from door to door without. It was just kind of like walking through rooms in a house, except for getting to this car. But going back and looking out, how is this car connected to the cars behind it?
It's your very, very standard clasp system. At least the best that you can tell. Obviously, there may be more that goes on with it, but it does just look like your simple hooking mechanism that most trains use.
Okay. And in front of us is Ghost Rock and then right.
Yep.
I like laid down. Could I reach the clasp?
Yes, you climbed up from the clasp. You were hanging on it last time.
Yeah. Um, Agape. They said the car 4, that bar where all the people were, that was one of the fuel cars. Maybe we ought to disconnect one of the fuel sources, slow this thing down.
Yeah, but I don't know. The way it sounded, that's that's only when they run a ghost rock. Am I misunderstanding that?
Said it runs on souls and Ghost Rock. Let's take the souls away. We don't know if that'll cut its runtime or cut its speed or what, but in case we die trying to stop the thing, we pull in the hitch, will buy somebody else some time to come in behind us. Or make what we're about to do easier.
You know what? I reckon that's a great idea. How do you even couple? Like,
Uh,
I don't know how that works on regular trains. So you're gonna have to.
Wiggle it till it comes apart. and then I'm gonna lay down on like the platform part and kind of reach over and wiggle at it and see if I can figure out. I can't, unless it's something complicated. I can't imagine it's difficult to figure out. But see if I can get the pin and everything apart. See if I can pull this stuff apart and get it separated. Try to let the cars behind us disconnected.
All right. Give me. Suppose it would be athletics.
Can I help?
Admittedly, looking at it, you would have to lay down next to William, and it might be more you'd be getting in the way if you attempted to help.
Oh, I was like imagining like just standing up and using my spear to like maybe fanatical things, but I'm gonna break my spear. So you know what? Never mind. I'll let him do stuff.
I'll make a roll. Since they can't help, can I have my Bowie knife and use kind of like a crowbar leverage to kind of pull the pins out or apart, try to get a bonus +1 or something?
Tell you what. I'll give you a bonus die for that. However, should it fail, even upon spending a Benny, that knife breaks.
All right. So add a +1 to it.
Yes.
All right. With a +1, that'll be a 6.
It takes a few minutes. It's not overly complicated, but there is a little bit more to it than what you might expect. You hear the clanking of metal as you see a very large chunk of metal fall and hit the ground. Only have a few moments to see the dust rise from the ground as this part of the train pulls away. The other 3 cars begin to slow, as you would kind of expect. And then they collide into the dirt. And that is... Go ahead and give me... both of you can give me a notice, since at this point, this thing is still moving very quickly. It'll require a notice check to see this.
Negative. I got dust and dirt in my face where it like dropped and spewed up dust and dirt. I'm trying to like wipe it out of my eyes. I don't see.
You know what? I'll spend a penny on this one. Okay.
Agapita, you're the only one that sees this through the dust and dirt. Very much like what happened to the people of the town. Those last few cars rust to the point of just being a shell of what they formerly were. And in the next moment, it's gone from view as the train has picked up a bit more speed.
Like we're going faster to you.
Can't really tell. Not. No.
Look out, find a tree and be like 1001, 1002, 1001, 1000. I don't think that slowed us down none yet.
No, but we've touched back on ground, right?
No. Only the back 3 cars hit the ground.
Got it.
Well, they're short on souls now, so if whatever's burning in the engine runs out on the soul side, there ain't nothing to refill it from. With any luck, there ain't nowhere to put the souls they take in the next town if it makes it.
Probably will at the speed.
Well, let's move on up.
Wait, can I? Noticing the journal, can I reach into my bag and look for the page which I tore off from like the past book before I burned it?
As you reach into your pouch, you retrieve a piece of paper. Completely faded and illegible. Matter of fact, it's to the point where it's so brittle that it almost tears as soon as you pick it up from its own weight.
That's fine. Well, with that, I'm gonna go to that real book, the current book. I don't know how this timeline works. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'll go for the front page and some of the bloody pages, which I know there are a lot. I think.
Is there anything specific you're looking for in this book?
Actually, yeah. Any changes, maybe? Since I looked at the reports.
That was the old one. This is
Yeah.
this one. He wrote something down in it in the in-between. It could be
So
helpful.
that would say Michael C. Something.
There is something new written in there, and it's not techno mumbo jumbo.
Oh.
It's the missing piece of the puzzle. It has each stop for each night, and each starting point for each night.
What's
I'm
it
really sad
drawing?
about that.
No.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, not drawing anything. It is progressively hitting larger and larger populations. And now this part is a bit of not techno mumbo jumbo, but it is a bit of math. So academics, if somebody wants to try and sort this mathematics out. I realize that's not a great roll for either.
Yeah. Can we both go for it? That's really good for looking at.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
untrained, but we'll give it a shot.
So close.
Oh,
Three.
Excuse me. Oh, that's athletics. Oops. Ignore that.
I was gonna say, like, now we're really cooking.
I kind of look at it for a second. I kind of shrug and hand it to you. The Lord don't ask for our understanding of numbers, but for our faith.
Neither do the spirits, so whatever it means, it's yes.
The best you
Oh,
can
no.
figure is you don't know what the numbers mean, necessarily. But there is one thing you can glean. After each nightfall, the number gets bigger. And the only thing that it has written next to the numbers is a very nicely written SQMI.
She wouldn't know that.
I think I know, but
Yeah.
yes.
I don't think my character would know that, but Um, well, I think it's getting bigger. It's getting longer. The number, no.
Hitting bigger cities and the numbers getting bigger. I don't know. I'll just open like the flap on one of my packs and just stuff the book in it. Maybe it don't rot away if we go falling off.
Okay.
So let's see what's on the other end. Hopefully we ain't got to make another jump. These old knees don't like it.
That would be the fuel room, right?
Hmm?
The fuel place, the next part.
The next one's the other fuel car. Yeah, the Ghost Rock fuel.
Yeah,
That's the one where if nothing else works, we go make it go boom.
man. I remember that part.
And that,
Unless something stops him, I'll start heading towards the next car.
Oh,
as
I mean,
William and Agapita turn to head to the next car, when a voice, as if it's carried on the wind around you, Lennon, you know I can hear everything that goes on in this, right? Been listening, watching you this entire time.
I'd say it's a pleasure, but I think I'll hold that judgment for now.
Probably for the best. Not many have made it this far. Maybe one or two others. Some upstarts in the train cars that you let go. So,
Bet don't cause you too much trouble.
not as much as you would hope it would cause me.
More than I expected it, less than I hoped's good enough for now.
Once this train descends in the next town, the repairs will get made. Though, you did set me back on fuel for a little bit. It's only gonna last a night. I've got enough ghost rock.
we're not
That's
making it to
good to
that.
know.
So, what brings the two of you to my humble abode, as it were? If it was just a polite social call, you could have just written a letter and I may have invited you aboard.
Look at Agapita, see if they look like they're about to say anything. Looking for the break.
The funny thing about brakes is they need something to catch on. As you can pretty well tell, we aren't touching the ground. Nothing to catch on.
Those people see the same thing about getting going forward too, but you manage that part.
I mean, I'm not gonna declare that I'm some absolute genius. It wasn't easy. Not gonna claim it was. Going's a little bit easier than stopping, though.
Manage to break it in the town when you get there.
Not really all that accurate. Train doesn't really stop moving. Hunting grounds are a place, my friend. But you're trying to stop me.
Should have known that already if you was listening to everything.
He did say he wasn't smart.
I may not be smart, but I know when I'm being insulted. Maybe I was just hopeful that you had changed your mind already, knowing how hopelessly outgunned you.
Doing all right so far.
So you made it past the corpse car and you're feeling pretty confident about yourself. Honestly,
No, I figure I'll die doing this.
at least you know your place. What about you?
This was just a job along the way. Hopefully, I'll finish it by tonight.
I mean, by my reckoning, you got about another hour and a half till sunrise. Could cut it real close. But then again, what do I know? Even the time fluctuations aboard this train elude me. I may be able to control everything about the train in of itself, but what the train causes, what the train does to the world around it, not really mine to control.
Is that because of how much of it you stole instead of figuring out yourself when you killed your old teacher?
You are you're treading up the wrong path, but in the right direction.
Well, when we get up there, you can explain it.
Listen, I don't give this deal to many people. And then you hear metal grinding against metal as the sides of this train car peel back. Despite all the wind, none of the books, the little desk with an oil lamp, the cot don't even swing in the breeze. However, the only thing left standing, as it were, is the metal framework of this train car. The metal that surrounded it has peeled back almost like an orange peel, and make a gentle slide, as it were, where it's about roughly 6 inches from the ground. Not gonna say it's gonna be pleasant, but you should survive. I'm giving you an out right here, right now. This is the only chance you're gonna get, though.
Look at Agapita, see what they look like they're thinking.
Oh, I'm no, I'm holding steadfast. Just not even looking outward, just to the next door. Or would that, if that remains, because I know the frame.
No, the door doesn't remain. You can see the next car, though, so
Yeah, that's what I'm staring.
I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Timothy. I'll look at Agapita and I'll say, this is my final battle. Step into it with faith in my heart and a sort of righteousness in my hand. Kind of look down and say, done, whatever. And I'm going to start walking forward.
Clearly,
The train car begins to creak again and bend back into place. All right. Can't say I haven't been gracious. Your day of reckoning's at hand, though.
Not to him, but to Agapita. I'm going to look at them and say, I don't think he'd offer us a way to hop off if he wasn't a bit worried about what would happen if we made the other choice.
that's a way to look. And gracious. Calling himself gracious. Tell that to all the folks in those towns.
There's no
Move to the next
response.
train car.
The door opens. This time you don't even have to touch it. It opens for you.
Forward we go. Into the breach.
Opens up into a balcony much like the one before it. These train cars are a little closer together. And at this point, the wind around the train seems to be different. There's no breeze between these two cars. As the door before you opens, the green glow inside. I don't want to say inviting you in because I feel like that's that wouldn't be accurate.
If they're close enough, even though the wind isn't like buffering us around, I'm still gonna see if I can kind of reach out and grab like something on the other car and kind of hop across holding it.
Absolutely, you
It didn't work out well last time I had to do this.
Absolutely. No roll required for this.
Yeah. Okay, let's give you the bed, Grandpa. Shoot. Ew.
Now, is there anything in here besides just mounds of ghost rock?
Hard to tell. The ghost rock has created sort of a green mist in the room. It's not easy to see more than 2-3 feet in front of you. The tendrils of the vapor are slowly rolling out the door, not as if they're being sucked, just expanding into new space, essentially. So, waiting it out does not seem to be an option.
Right. Oh, I remember in the last part there was a way to get up. There probably isn't a way for this one.
No, not on this one.
look at wherever Williams. Well, you know the
Let's
risk.
go.
We know the risk.
I'm gonna at like a light jog through it, push through. I'm gonna hold my breath a bit, pull like bandana up over my mouth.
Right.
He doesn't really know how this stuff works. He's gonna try to move through this as quick as he can, breathe as little as he can.
Agapita, how are you going to proceed?
Just just following Williams' lead. I'm gonna take my head bandana off and move it to my mouth and this area, just for this worm. And then, yeah.
All right. So, you attempt to push through. The very first thing you're met with is a glowing green wall from floor to ceiling that appears directly in front of you after emerging, as stated, roughly about 1 to 2 feet in front of you from the mist, the vapors.
Like the pile of ghost rock is floor to ceiling.
Yep.
It'll take too long to dig through this. We'll step back out onto the platform, kind of around the corner, so I'm not just standing in the middle of it. The platform between the cars on the outside.
Yeah. Agapita, just gonna follow William back out.
Yeah, and as we go, I'm just gonna gesture to his, like, you also have a pouch bag? Wherever you put the book in.
Yeah, I got like a little backpack. You can. I don't know. It's like that all the way to the other end. We won't dig through it in time. If it's just a bit, we might be able to punch through and get through it, but maybe we go all the way back to the other side of the other car where we could have climbed up, go over.
Yeah.
A bit more dangerous, but I don't know if it's more dangerous than being in there for a while. What do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest the same thing, and can you get pass me that journal?
Yeah. And I'll reach in the backpack and hand it to you.
I'm
Give
just
me just a minute. Go ahead.
gonna flip through them to try and look for wall of ghost rock. It's blocking our way. No, more about like the engine, the engine cart. Engine.
There's nothing that specifically talks about a wall of ghost rock.
I'm
My backpack don't have a lot in it. A couple of boxes of ammo. Like a really about it. A couple of boxes of ammo and spare room. Yeah, give me, give me a. I'm gonna step back in there, go to that wall, sit down on the ground, set the backpack down, kind of open the mouth of it up, just rake 8 or 9 pounds of it, whatever fits in that backpack, and fill the backpack up and close the satchel top. Pick it up and throw it back on my back.
As you do so, Agapita, are you still outside?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the
Just
bandana back
flipping
up,
through.
hold my breath, just kind of, and then walk in, just kind of set it down, and just kind of scrape the mound down, get it to fall down into it, give it a little shake, and head back out.
Can both of you give me a notice roll at this time?
Do we notice that the
Ooh,
door closes?
Those are
7.
for different things as well.
Thank you, Wild Guy. Thank you so much.
Got a couple ideas I'm looking for here doing this. So
First thing, I will go with William, what you notice. As you kind of swing your backpack down and throw things in it and then swing it back over your shoulder, you move the vapors some just by creating airflow. You notice that, yes, there is a gigantic wall of ghost rock in front of you, but roughly about 2 feet to your right, there's a crevice in between things of ghost rock that you can kind of tell lead further in.
Okay.
Agapita, you begin to hear what sounds like the flapping of wings. And not some tiny wings, very large ones. Can't see anything yet, but it could be because it's towards the front of the car. You can't really tell, though. You can just hear large wings beating against the air.
So, like, if I'm here, like, this is like the end of the card, like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't pick it out exactly, but definitely just out of eye range, as it were.
Alright. Good to them.
Come back out, tightening the strap on my back. Say, I think I might have found a path through. I want to hold our breath instead of going back and climbing the rooftops, risking falling off.
I think I might have found a way out.
You out?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still iffy. I don't know much, but I heard wings. I didn't see it. Why would you expect that you would?
I don't know. I grab the bar, kind of lean out, look up. Over this racket, you heard it.
My ears don't fool me.
As you say over this racket, you start to hear it as well. The reason it's so distinguished is it's the rhythm of it. It's not the rhythm of the train, so it goes counter to what you would... It's just... It's different enough for your ears to pick up on it.
like an offbeat.
Yeah.
Yep, I hear it a bit when I lean out like that. You reckon that is?
If it's some bird, then that's great news for me. But tell me about what you found.
That'd be a real big bird flying real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I just went in, poked around a bit at the wall, see if maybe I could punch a hole through it or something, digging a bit out, maybe make it fall in case it wasn't all the way through. I noticed kind of off to the side, hidden in the haze, there was like a little zigzag through. We could walk around.
Must have been tiny if we didn't notice it the first round, right? But real
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time around.
it's a bit dark in there aside from the vapors and glow. I probably would have noticed if I hadn't have been in there for a bit longer, any less of time. But maybe you go in front, use that spear of yours, poke around like a stick. If we can figure the next, in case another pass hide and ain't right in front of the first one, we can't see. Poke that thing out farther than our eyes work. Or we can go back and climb on the roof and get at by whatever bird that is.
I'd rather the latter, but not because I found that out, but I really do well in tight spaces. So if that zigzags,
I don't do good at jumping.
I know.
Uh, see if we can get a look at what this thing is. Maybe let's walk back across. Look our heads out the other end. There ain't another train car past that one. If it's behind, we can get a look at it. We still got a little bit of time. We ain't lost much.
Yeah.
Step,
So,
hop back and walk through the personal car. Open that back door. Spot whatever it is. Back there, maybe.
the only thing you see behind this train is desert. And as you've gotten to the back, can't really make out the sound of the wings anymore.
But
Does
the
it
way up.
look like?
Okay,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I was gonna ask if since it like unfurled when it came back in, is the way up still there?
Yes, it is.
Poke your head up over the top. See if whatever it is that way that we couldn't see. Climb up the ladder. Poke your head over the top. Look down the roof line. If it looks safe to walk down, or if a bird's going to turn around and check our brains out.
Yeah, I'll do that. Check the ladder. All right.
Getting onto the ladder is not too hard. Climbing up it, it's not really that hard. It's maybe 10-foot ladder. Nothing too bad. As Agapita pokes her head up above the top of the train car, you see several forms in the night sky. Go ahead and give me a... You know what? No. I'm gonna make this very abundant clear. Why not? This is going to be a fun roll.
Rolls when they're fun are fun. Silence.
So, what is your parry?
A parry would be the letters. 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost rolled the wrong thing there. Sorry.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means I almost rolled the wrong stat here.
That's kidding. Oh, okay.
Ignore the wound.
Archery, yeah,
Yeah, ignore the wounds. I forgot to clear them last time.
yeah, so that's a 15.
It's with a raise.
That's with a raise.
No, that's an 18. Oh wait, no.
No,
That's
no.
a negative.
15.
Okay, so 15.
Still,
It's still a raise. A very large man-sized bat swoops from the sky. And grabs a hold of Agapita by the shoulders with its taloned claws. Or its taloned feet. Let me rephrase that. Taloned claws. And you are now entangled.
cool.
Yippee. I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna shoot
Wait.
something. Soon as I'm able.
No. Well, you do what you want.
And I feel like at this point, let's go ahead and draw our cards.
Yeah. I'm so glad it's a bat.
And there you go. William?
Oh wow. There's a
I was checking.
joker.
I was checking a rule. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
especially,
Not a joker.
especially because this
All
thing
right.
got an ace.
All right. We both get a Benny for that, Agapita.
Yay. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Good. Add a Benny. All right. Well, I going to. How
Oh.
big are its claws? The claws like it's holding on with. Would they be the size that would they be the size of like a person's hands, or would they be like? It was big. You said it was man-sized, but the thing, big bat. Bats. I like small bats.
Larger, more powerful. If we were to compare the size of the talons on its, the size of its feet, let's just say that it's a very, very large man's. Like if they were hands, they would belong to somebody that was probably 6'7" to 7 foot.
It'd still be it's size enough that it'd still be a -4 for the called shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have any size bonuses or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe a -3. All right. I'm going to draw and make a shoot. Double tap. Marksman, because I'm not moving this turn. Called shot on the hand grabbing one of the claws grabbing Agapita. So that'll be +1 for marksman, +1 for double tap, +2 for Joker, and then -4 for the called shot. So flat roll.
Nice.
With a raise. 10 to hit with a raise. So that will be 3d6 +2. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna spend a Benny and re-roll that damage.
snake eyes. Wow.
That's better.
better.
That's a bit better.
So 11 points of damage.
That is not a raise.
However, because I hit, he has to make a strength roll, and he'll have to equal or beat 11 on his strength roll, or he is disarmed. Normally that would make them drop whatever they're holding in their hand, whatever item they're holding or something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to make him let go of Agapita.
Yeah. No, never mind. Where is my sheet? So that is a strength roll. Still not great. But so it has to beat 11. Yeah. I'm re-rolling.
Burn them bennies, Marshal.
Absolutely.
I burned one, but it was a freebie.
Oh.
Why not? I'll spin the second one that it has.
That it has.
It's a wild card. It's got 2 of its own.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
But it'll let go.
Yes, it's gonna let go.
Um.
However, that's your turn, is it not?
Yeah, that's all I got right now. It grabs on as soon as you feel it grabbing you, Agapita. I draw a quick draw from the holster, and you hear a quick pop pop, and let's go. And you're probably sprayed with blood because I shot it in the hand. The hand that was grabbing your shoulder.
Yeah. No, I probably.
Now it goes first. It goes before you, though, unfortunately.
It screeches. And it's at this point that I would like everybody.
It's got to make a spirit roll because it's shaken. It can only do free actions.
Hold on. Before that, though,
Sorry.
I need everybody to make a fear check at its screech.
And this is still Deadlands, so -1 million.
Negative what? I forget.
6. Okay, I'm re-rolling. So true.
I do need to.
I thought it was -4.
Is it -4?
Okay.
Make sure.
I think it's -4, and then there was a creature that had an additional -2, so that was why you're rolling at a -6.
Possibly.
One of the times.
Yeah, does it have a creature bonus?
No, this does not have a creature bonus.
Oh, so it's
-4, I think.
Okay, so yeah, I'll keep the first one then. I was assuming they were.
My bad if that's the case. Anyways, I need to make
I got it. Yep.
4.
Confirmed. Page 84. Yeah, -4.
Now let me
he
get
had a
it.
3. I'm gonna spin a Benny and re-roll.
Nice.
There we go. That's a 5. Okay, success.
I thought we got the same vibe.
All right, so with that spirit roll. Oh, that's much better.
Oh.
Whoa, that's weird. I've never seen it do that before.
Yeah, it's a special button. The unshake button.
Yeah. Huh.
Fails. And it does not have any bennies left, so you have to spend one of yours, Marshall.
No, I don't.
Hmm.
Agapita.
I have a question. How much is it negative to do 2 things?
2.
Okay. The 2 both are just the second one.
Both.
Both. Yeah, it's
Bar.
everything. Yeah, and William's like, let's go back in. Obvious.
I look down with like its blood sprayed on my face, just furiously at you, just staring angrily. Really angry.
Smack it first if you want to, but let's get going.
I reach out to the bag, and I'm gonna cast a spell directly at its hand. I'm gonna cast. Wait, do I need to touch the wounds? I'm gonna heal it, and I'm gonna do another spell after that.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna heal the hand that was shot.
Bat's hand?
Yes.
It doesn't have a wound. I only
Yeah.
shook it, but
Oh. I'll still do it.
I did a
Nice.
called shot disarm, so that's why I had to let go of you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, yeah, healing is to do for wounds, okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll just do 1, which is my other spell.
So what are you doing?
Please. I'm not gonna heal them because it doesn't have a wound, like mechanically, I can't do it, right?
Yeah, does not have
So
a
I'm just
wound.
I'm just gonna cast Beast Friend on it and just try to regain its trust after somebody shot it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just see the specifics of this, because
Does Agapita think this thing's a friend?
well, yes, or it could be. Oh, come on.
It's gonna be. I
Sheep
know it's
won't
gonna
load
be a faith roll to activate. So
Yeah, I'm just looking. Oh wait, it's up to you because I don't know what size it is. The PowerPoint is what it's. So I'll just roll the fate.
it's the same as a standard human. It doesn't have a size bonus or anything. So
Thanks for watching Spaghetti Wednesdays on the Domain Gaming, the actual play series where we throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon and get access to exclusive content, behind the scenes, and more. Tune in next week for another thrilling adventure on Spaghetti Wednesdays. Let's see what sticks this time.